Are you curious about how to really use these PCS flashcards and how to make the correct decision about assigning PCS codes? Well, hopefully I can help with that. The process of assigning PCS codes involves picking a root operation, then locating the correct table, either by using the index or by knowing the body systems, and then picking the remaining characters from that table for the body part, the approach, the device, and the qualifier. The hardest part of this is picking the root operation from the list of 31 possible options. It turns out that these 31 root operations are divided into 9 groups so that we can see the relationships between the root operations in the group. The cards were designed to help you learn the power of the groups as you select those root operations. Of course, the cards are going to help you learn the definitions of the root operations too. That's really important, but once that's done, the process of picking the root operation is the next step. There are 9 of these cards, 1 for each of the root operation groups. Each group has a title that's going to help you remember what the intent is for the procedures in that group. The red card is the first card. It says that the root operations in this group take out some or all of a body part. The title helps you understand that the intent is to take out something that is named with a body part in PCS, like the gallbladder, or a lesion that has grown from a body part. The root operations in this group all involve taking out or off a body part using the 5 different methods of excision, resection, detachment, destruction, or extraction. Our next group is the yellow card. It says that those root operations take out solids, fluids, or gases from a body part. Did you hear that? It says from a body part and not the body part itself. This means that the root operations in this group take out something that's in a body part that doesn't belong there. This group is used to code procedures like draining extra fluid, draining pus, or removing foreign bodies from a body part. The pink card is next. This group involves cutting or separation only. In this group, an anatomical structure is being cut, either because it needs to be divided, such as in an episiotomy, or because a body part needs to be released from a constraint. It's stuck. To decide which root operation to assign, you need to think of these groups first and ask yourself the question, what are they trying to accomplish in this procedure? Are they trying to take out a body part? Are they trying to remove something from a body part that doesn't belong there? Or are they cutting something to divide it or to release it? Once you answer that question, you've narrowed down the search to just 1 card. Then you make your final decision on the root operation based on the individual definitions. So here's my example. The documentation says that the surgeon emptied the pus from an abscess in the muscle in the patient's arm. You ask yourself the question, why did they do this? And the answer is that the pus doesn't belong there. And this is going to sound like it belongs to that yellow card. It is something that's in the muscle that doesn't belong there. Then we determine that it's a liquid, so the root operation is drainage. Let's look at another example. The documentation says that the surgeon cut off a polyp from inside the patient's sigmoid colon. You ask yourself the question, why did they do this? And the answer here is that the colon grew a polyp and it needs to be taken out. The polyp is part of the body part, so this is the red card where body parts are taken out. Then you need to determine if this was all or part of a body part. The polyp is only a small part of that body part, so you'd assign the root operation of excision. The rest of these groups work the same way. The blue card is the group where body parts are being put back or they're moving around. To select this card, the procedure has to involve a body part. It doesn't involve a device. The orange card is the group that involves the diameter or the route of a tubular body part, such as arteries, veins, the tubes of the GI system, the respiratory system, or the genitourinary system. To use this card, the body part has to be tubular. The green card is the group that always involves a device. The devices are used with other root operations, but to pick this card, the procedure has to involve a device. The black card is the group that involves examination. This one isn't hard to recognize if you follow the guidelines for inspection. The purple card is the group that involves repairs. Repair doesn't involve the use of a device, and sutures aren't considered a device in PCS. So repair involves the use of sutures to fix a body part. The turquoise card is the last group, and it's basically the leftovers that didn't fit anywhere else, and so the decisions here aren't that hard to make. Remember to keep in mind the title of the group as you make your choice. Once you determine the root operation from the card, you go to the index. Under that root operation name, you locate the body part, and then it's off to the table to select the last 4 characters of your code. If you don't find the body part in the root operation, you'll need to try the process again. Also, if you get to the table and you don't find a device that you expect to be there, you'll need to try the process again to determine where you went wrong. Check the titles of the groups and then use the complete definition of the root operation. Before you know it, you'll have this mastered and you'll be assigning root operations like a pro.